based on the history, especially the genocide incident, and you count the 28 or more years from then, a lot has happened in such a short period of time. So I feel like Rwanda is in a very, very good place. It's progressing. We're not there yet, but I feel like we're on the right track. And where we're going next, I have a vision for Rwanda where everyone can access education, where people can have good paying jobs, access to healthcare systems, access to good water or good food. There are many very things that we don't have yet, but I think that we're on the right track, and with time and the right people and the right resources, we're gonna get there.
Regarding to what she said and adding on some of the things, as she said that we're on a good track, I would attest that by taking a look at the education systems that we're having. We're not there yet, but at least that we have this first step where all students are going to school. We have this system of education for all. So this has been doing a lot, not even giving students education that they need, but you can see that the rate at which the girls are getting married at a tender age has reduced that rate, because now they have something to occupy them. Now they're at school, so it has been actually reducing the rate of the young pregnancy rates that we're having. And also another thing that I could say is that since people are getting educated, we're also having people get to know about their rights. So it's rare that someone can be treated unjustly and they just let it go like that. They now know their rights and they can go and fight for them.
Saying more about what she was saying about education and how it's evolving, I think the youth also has a very important role in that it plays in this development, because the youth is now alert as ever. Because I personally, me and my friends have created this project called You Are Not Alone. So we were like trying to tackle the problem of children dropping out of school because they don't have the finances to go to school. So we used to contribute money from the students around the school, and we've managed to pay for 4 students a whole year education. So I think as we talk about how Africa is developing, we should also acknowledge that the youth is also playing a very big role, because there are many initiatives that are being created by the youth and are very much helping the Africa develop as a country.
It is not only the education part that was developed, but also the social, the economic, and the political part. Because if we check like the government of Rwanda, if we check the contribution of women to the politics of Rwanda, it is a very big percentage. And this is not just as a matter of us having a big percentage of women in the parliament, but it also helps, like it gives women space to talk, because we have many banks that are supporting women. We have many like projects that women are able to raise funds and they're able to be independent, not only being a woman, like a woman just because in the word the woman there is man, then you feel like maybe you have to depend on a man. But then they are developing us into these independent women who can work and still survive without anyone besides them. And also when we come to other spheres and other affairs, like you can see that we are now more observant, and we have developed this outspokenness. Because for example, like if you check our culture, like at first a girl like was someone who had to keep quiet, like you have to listen and just keep quiet and serve. I mean, by serving you just do what you're told to do. But then we are open-minded, we are given a field to share our stories like this one. And I feel like Rwanda is a progressing country, and though we are not yet there as my colleague said, but I still believe that our stories matter, and I still believe that with us working together, with us working as a country and as one family, you can still reach there, because together we can fix everything.
I also think that, as my colleague said, that Rwanda is a progressing country. I also agree with that on this point, saying that not only the development of social life of Rwandans, but also when we consider the economic and the technological development of Rwanda, you see that the tourism in Rwanda, the agriculture sector in Rwanda, when you see the education system in Rwanda, it's something that is developing compared to the pre-genocide Rwanda. Like, women have contributed a lot in building the Rwanda that we see today. Like, when you see the economics or the gross domestic product of Rwanda, it's something that have increased compared to the genocide, to the Rwanda before genocide. I believe that we Rwanda, we women, we youth in Rwanda, I believe that we have power. I believe that we were empowered by the education system in Rwanda, the inclusive education that favors everyone. I believe that we are empowered and we will reach to the highest potential that we expect to reach.
Rwanda is in its recovering and development process, regardless the scars and wounds that the 1994 genocide against Tutsi has left. We look at different aspects: healing, environment, social welfare, through Ubumwe n'Ubwiyunge, where Rwandans gather together and talk about their stories during the 1994 genocide. They get a safe space to heal, and this makes them shine and reach their goals and make their dreams come true. Regardless what Rwanda has gone through, it's still in the process of building and rebuilding itself. And I see Rwanda in many years to come as a country which will have adapted to the modern technology, and Rwanda will develop.
Talking about the education sector of Rwanda, there's more to do. Saying that there's education for all now, there's more to it. Having all people having education doesn't mean the quality. I think we should look more into the quality education here in Rwanda. People study, but what quality of the education they are getting? As the world, we are in this phase of globalization where people move in different countries. There are no borders. People can work in other countries. As Rwandans, I think we need to put more efforts in education sector, where we need to look what quality people are getting, what can do they offer at the market. So as Rwandans, we are a developing country, but there is more. We need to put more efforts in the education sector, because the education sector is the background of everything. Without education, nothing else we can achieve. All the sectors lies from the background as education. Thank you.